How's it going, YouTube? Doing a quick video here. Well, it's probably not going to be that quick. I have a few items to go through. I'm going to do a video on my EDC, so what I carry daily on my person's everyday carry. I have some things here that I have force patinaed. I have some things here from Flytanium. I have a Zippo here. I have one thing that I really like. It's the Galen Leather A5 zippered folio. Absolutely love the quality of this. Love the leather. It's a crazy horse leather. It's not made from a horse. Just let's keep that in mind here. This is a vegetable tan leather, and it's amazing. You'll see when I flip over the camera. So, I'm doing this video because we're still in quarantine up here, so the restaurants or anything isn't open. The malls aren't open here in Saskatchewan. I've moved since my last video that I've done, which is a while ago now. I'm in Estevan in Saskatchewan at the moment. Loving it. Loving the weather. It's the sunshine capital of Canada, I believe. I don't know. I heard that somewhere on the radio. Don't quote me on that. So let's flip over and let's do a review of some of the items that I carry mostly every day. Here we go. So here is the A5 Galen Leather A5 zippered folio. Amazing. So as you can see, the color and everything that's here. A couple scratches because I do use this quite a lot. I've been writing in this daily. Let's go from left to right. Okay, so here I have a free P2 Leatherman. Let's get this out of the case here. Amazing little knife, multi-tool, I should say. Everything is accessible from the outside. All right, we have our Phillips there and flathead. On the other side, we have a few other things here. Great little tools, and the main part of this knife is to be able to do that. Really nice set of pliers. Really enjoy that they have their cutters on them like this. Awesome and very free. So I guess that's why they use free P2. All one-hand operation. Knives are out on the outside. Closes. Great tools. Okay, so the next thing here I love this thing. This is a BMKT fixed blade everyday carry one. I believe it's called EDC 1. So I have the drop point version. You see there, BMKT. The handle material, it's quite nice. It's I believe a micarta. Paper micarta is something. There's a certain word I can't remember, but I'll put it in the description after I find out what it is. The steel is 01 tool steel. The blade is very thin on the edge, which is nice for slicing and stuff. I use it to cut up my steak, if I'm being honest. So let's lay that off to the side here. So the A5, let's move this off to the side so we can look at that after. The A5 zippered folio from Galen Leather. So let's flip this open here. Okay, so let's go over some of the things that I have here. I have a few of my cards here, my Saskatchewan driver's license. I'm not going to haul it out or any of other of these cards. So from left to right, for pens, we have the Lamy Emporium. It's a 14 karat gold nib on this one. I have my Pilot Falcon here. I have the Sailor Gear Professional. Let's just haul them out. Why not? So that's my Lamy Emporium. It's a very nice weighted pen. The nib is quite good. It was a bit of a scratchy nib at the beginning, but I used a extra fine nail file and smoothed it out a little bit, which is nice. It's way better now. My Pilot Falcon here. The Pilot Falcon is a very light pen. as you can, like, I like my heavier pens, like my Lamy Emporium, and I'll show this one here afterwards. So the Sailor Gear Professional Slim, and this is my first ever gold nib pen. This is the Lamy 2000. I like that click, but I much prefer a screw-off cap. In here, this is my prized possession for fountain pens. This is the Visconti Homo Sapien Bronze Age with an 18 karat gold nib. Now, the sad part, I like a fine nib. This is an extra fine, but the nib itself, I don't know if you guys can see this here. Let me see if I can get this in focus. The nib itself is kind of pronged outwards, like on the end. I don't know if you'll be able to see. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, it still writes, and it writes like amazingly, but it's very, very smooth. It's very smooth, but it's very thick. So if I had to write my name, there's a very, very thick line for an extra fine. If I want to compare it, let's do a little comparison here. Let's compare it to my my Sailor. Now I know Sailor is a Japanese pen, and their extra fine is more fine than the Italian Visconti. So right, big difference. But I still love my Homo Sapien. This is my go-to pen. It's what I use all the time. Even though I'll have all of these with me when I'm carrying this around, which is typically almost every day. My go-to pen is my Visconti. The weight of it, the feel of it, it's quite amazing. The pen itself is made from lava and resin. I believe it's a 50% ratio. So 50% resin and 50% lava powder. So a lot of work goes into it. I just wish the nib itself was done better, I guess. The quality control, there's been a few issues with Visconti and their quality control, especially on their palladium nibs. I ordered one of these with the 23 karat palladium nib, and before they sent it out to me, I asked them to do a test and make sure the fountain pen actually wrote before they sent it out to me. So I ordered the pens from Wonder Pens in Ontario, or actually this one, and this one. So 4 pens that I order from Wonder Pens. The people out there, they know what they're doing. It's a joy to work with them, and for what they've done for me since the Visconti, the palladium, the Visconti Homo Sapien with the 23 karat palladium nib came damaged. I told them that instead of this pen here, I wanted these two here. So they just done automatic switch of this and this. So they give me these 2 pens for the price of one of these, right? So this pen here is roughly about $800 Canadian. I believe I paid $806 Canadian. It's an expensive pen. One of the most expensive things that I own. Well, 2 of the most expensive things I own. This pen here and my Chris Reeve large Sabenza. So I carry both of these with me every day. So we have 2 slots up here. Let's get back to the A5 zippered folio. This here comes out. There's a few videos on YouTube. It's now doing review of this, but I figured I wanted to do my own review, so here we go. So pen slot that comes out. Here we have another place here for maybe the set. You can get an iPhone 6, iPhone 7, iPhone 8 in here. The iPhone 11 Pro, I've tried it. Tried putting it in here, but it's really bulky, like really bulky. We have another slot here where you could slide an iPad mini in. This is the notepad that I got. It was a Tomo River, I believe they call it. Paper is, it doesn't compare to any other paper that I've ever written on, from Rhodia. It's amazing. The paper is crazy. The reason why I say that is because you can have a very wet pen and write with that wet pen, and my Visconti is a very wet pen. And I can flip it over and there's no bleed through. You can obviously see through it. This is a product from Galen Leather as well. It comes with this notepad here, the A5 Tomo River. So I believe it's 400 pages, blank pages. So this comes with it, and you can see that you can see through it, which is good because I can't keep my sentences, my lines, my writing straight if I didn't have this. This is very useful. So yeah, the paper is amazing. The quality of the paper, the feel of the paper when you write with a fountain pen. I don't have any ballpoint pens. I'm against them. I'll never use one again if I can avoid it. Yeah, so great. I love the way that this is showing as patina, it's showing use and wear. Really like that. Right. So let's go carry on to the next couple things that I have here. So here, this is a paramilitary 2 with Flytanium brass scales. Now, I have done a forced patina on these with white vinegar and salt. So what I done is I mixed both of them together. Didn't really have a measurement. I just got a bowl that my wife had up in the cupboard and placed this and my Zippo over here into it and poured, well, I took the knife apart. I poured white vinegar over, and then I sprinkled salt, just regular table salt over, and this is the effect that I got from it. Now, these are brass scales and not copper, so, like, I love what's going on here, like the different colors and stuff. Very well. It turned out just the way that I wanted it to. It's great. It's a great fidget toy. Dangerous fidget toy, but still great. The steel that I'm using is a CPM S35 VN. And if that sounds familiar, because my Chris Reeve Sabenza has the same steel. So Chris Reeve himself helped develop the steel with Crucible. He was a major part in developing that steel. And it's a great steel. Okay, so that's that knife. Love the paramilitary 2. Here is my Zippo, my armored Zippo. You can see the little A there in the bottom right-hand corner. I've also forced patina this as well. It's really nice. Really cool design on the Zippo here. Don't really know what it means, but it's really cool. Okay. So, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I plan on doing a few. Sorry for showing my feet there for a second. That was disgusting. Anyways, let's go back up top. So, if you guys have any questions on anything that I just showed you, where to find it, just give me a comment on this video, and give me a like and a share. Hopefully, I'll be doing a couple more reviews on. I'm getting a tobacco pipe come in from Brigham. It's a pipe company that was established in Toronto. So they make pipes and stuff in great quality. So I ordered one. Ironically enough, I didn't order it from Toronto. It came from the States. So we'll see how it is, and I'll do a quick review of it. You probably just see my dog's ears just then. See if I can get him on. Here he is. It's my German Shepherd. His name is Kino. Oh, here he comes because I called to him. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a like and a subscribe, or hit the subscribe button and ring the notifications there, so any videos that I have coming out, you guys will be able to see it. Yeah. So any questions, just put a comment on there, and I'll try to answer. Try to answer them as quickly as I can. Let me know how I done. Thanks.